Okay, so remember, mathematical formula can be rearranged to find out any other part of it. So I'm going to actually do a couple more videos where we've rearranged this to solve for either v sub final, so final velocity, or initial velocity. To get rid of the t, remember we just multiply it over here, so we have acceleration times time, and then we can work that around. Would be a good idea on your formula sheet to not only have added in this acceleration formula, but as we come to the other formulas where I've rearranged it, to do those as well. So the first one we're going to look for, other than finding the acceleration, is final velocity. I want to find out what the final velocity is. So a rocket is launched. It accelerates at 20 meters per second in 10 seconds. What's its final speed? What's the final velocity? So I know that I'm going to look for velocity final, and I need to figure out what to substitute in. Well, a rocket is launched with an acceleration of 20 meters per second per second. That's my acceleration. Okay? 20 meters per second times how much time that occurred in. Here's my time. So times 10 seconds. All right. Now I need to add to that my initial velocity. So a rocket is launched. Well, wouldn't the initial velocity, if you're launching a rocket from the ground, be 0? So we're going to put 0 there. So the nice thing is that kind of disappears from the formula. So now we need to go through and simplify this. So if I do the math straight out, velocity final is going to equal, and I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to write it 20 meters per second squared, okay? Because we're going to have to do some multiplication here, times 10 seconds. Well, if I look at that, this second, and this square will cancel out. So I'm left with a velocity unit, meters per second. So what is 20 times 10? Well, that is velocity final is equal to 200 meters per second. And my answer would be right here. All right? Hopefully you figured that out. Otherwise, this is what the video is for, is to help you work through the math.